Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. And today we are taking a look at Representative John Garamendi. He represents the 8th District of California. That district is a little further inland uh, from San Francisco Bay, covering places like Fairfield and not far from Napa, where I guess we would know the Napa Valley for its wines and stuff. And not too far to the northeast of it is the city of Sacramento, capital of California. So, yeah. Now, he is a Democrat. And before he took office, he was preceded in office by Ellen Tauscher. Now, let's go ahead and look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Camp Blanding, Florida on January the 24th, 1945. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from the University of California in Berkeley, California in 1966. Earned an MBA from Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1970. Has been a businessman, a teacher, member of the United States Peace Corps from 1966 to 1968. Was a member of the California State Assembly from 1974 to 1976. Member of the California State Senate in 1976 to 1990. He was a California State Insurance Commissioner from 1991 to 1994 and 2002 to 2006. Has been the Deputy Secretary for the United States Department of Interior from 1995 to 1998, Lieutenant Governor of California from 2007 to 2009, before finally being elected as a Democrat to the 111th Congress by special election to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of U.S. Representative Ellen Tauscher and reelected to the 7 following Congresses. So, yes, he is in his 8th term in Congress. So, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Armed Services, of which he is on the Subcommittee for Readiness. He is on the Subcommittee for Sea Power and Projection Forces and the Subcommittee on Strategic Forces. He is on the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Coast Guard and Maritime Transportation, the Subcommittee on Economic Development, Public Buildings, and Emergency Management, the Subcommittee on Highways and Transit, and the Subcommittee on Water Resources and Environment. And he is on the Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, we have transportation unions. Altogether, have donated $675,626. Yeah, he's a big union guy. I appreciate that. Next is lawyers and law firms, who altogether have donated $651,147. Next is real estate, who altogether have donated $536,167. Next is building trade unions, who altogether have donated $445,300. Next is public sector unions, who altogether have donated $408,000. $1,740. Now, let's look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. If anything you're going to get me to back you for, it'll be retired unions education. I love those. At the top, number 1, we have Seafarers International Union, who altogether have donated $118,834. And they are an organization of 12 autonomous labor unions of mariners, fishermen, and boatmen working aboard vessels flagged in the United States or Canada. And once again, that is the Seafarers International Union. Next, at number 2, we have International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And they are a labor union that represents approximately 775,000 workers and retirees in the electrical industry in the United States, Canada, Guam, Panama, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Altogether, they have donated a total of $78,000, and once again, that's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Next, at number 3, we have Teamsters Union, also known as the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. It is a labor union in the United States and Canada. Altogether, it has donated a total of $77,500, and once again, that's the Teamsters Union. Next, at number 4, we have Machinist and Aerospace Workers Union, also known as the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. It is an AFL-CIO-CLC trade union representing approximately 646,933 workers as of 2006 in more than 200 industries, with most of its membership in the United States and Canada. Altogether, it has donated a total of $75,000. And once again, that's the Machinist Aerospace Workers Union. Finally, at number 5, we have Airline Pilots Association. Full name being Airline Pilots Association International. And it is the largest pilots union representing more than 75,000 pilots from 43 U.S. and Canadian airlines. Altogether, it has donated a total of $74,000. And once again, that's the Airline Pilots Association. But this has been a look at Representative John Garamendi, who represents the 8th District of California. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.